And with regards to the look and feel of the film, the visual texture, it's very vibrant. Even
Thank
the
you.
jerseys and everything.
Thank you.
They come off really well, very eye-pleasing.
Thank you.
If you could walk me through the process of, if you could break down the
Sure.
process of, putting together the visual texture of the film, the lensing, the DI, color palette and everything.
Thank you. I mean, you're asking great questions.
Thank you.
So again, credit to my team. So we do a large part of the pre-production process where we sit and envision the color palette and how does the film look. And so my team, DOP Srinivas Reddy, again a wonderful guy to work with. My production designers Nikhil and Apurva, and my costume designer Sachin. So primarily these are the three people who are your kind of like your visual partners. Your DOP, your production designer, and your costume designer primarily, right? So and then you have a great AD team who comes up with references and stuff like that. So one thing was very clear to me that this film is a very, for me, it was a very sunny film. It was a very, very warm, very happy kind of a film, right?
Very soft texture.
Yes. And for me, it was like in a way, like I remember when I was growing up, Maniratnam sir used to have a certain joy in his visuals. I don't know how to express it. Like even if you see all his movies, there is a certain visual quality to his.
Absolutely.
A beautiful, soft texture. So that is something that I've always been a fan of. And I was
Santosh even being his side helps.
Exactly.
largely.
Santosh sir is my guru. I've actually worked with him.
Oh.
So he's got that ability to capture the air of the place, not just the face.
Yeah.
So yeah, we keep talking about all of this, and then I felt that there is a certain joy that a visual can give. At the same time, we wanted to strike a balance between realism and just that little bit of 10% of that joy.
Yeah.
So my team are my partners in evolving that.
Yeah.
And the colors are chosen for a reason. But all of them come from this feeling of so sometimes I will tell my DOP that yaar ye bahut acha hai aapka lighting, but I'm feeling sad looking at it. So he'll be like, sad looking at it, kya? So then we have to break it down. But I don't know why I'm feeling sad, little bit. I'm feeling 5% sad. Okay. So I hope there is a happiness meter, that you can put up. So, I mean, it's a feeling, it's a gut feeling I feel that the director has.
Yeah.
But it is these HODs who actually do the job.
Absolutely.
हमको कुछ पता नहीं है.
And talking about Aamir sir, now my next question is that, since 2001 to 2025, 25 years of Hindi or Indian filmmaking, the tech has largely changed. I remember Lagan was one of the first films to have a sync sound on a set.
Correct.
From there to now social media coming into picture in promotion and everything, and now AI. As a filmmaker, everyone thinks for what's going to come in the future or how they can leverage a particular technique, like from when we transition from black and white to color.
Correct.
We bring out our A game to the table. With regards to AI and the various other technological developments in the area of filmmaking, how soon do you think that we as artist community, as artist fraternity, will be able to grasp the actual power of all this that's going around?
I think industry is pretty fast in adapting. Like I remember when 35mm film was there, and I was in film school, and Kamal sir was testing the red camera in our L.V. Prasad Film Institute, the studio there, and he was doing a test shoot.
The one in Kodambakam?
Yeah. That's where I studied.
Oh,
I'm from Chennai.
Oh, okay.
So Kamal sir was testing that camera, and I remember all the people around saying, "Hey, it's just a fad, and it will not happen. This is not going to happen," and it did.
Yeah.
So you cannot stop the march of technology.
Yeah.
And one has to adapt, one will adapt, the audience will demand it, the filmmakers will rise, the technological change will happen as it should. And experiments will keep happening, some will click, some will. But I think one thing which will never change is the way my heart beats and your heart beats. So as long as the heart is there in everything, the visual is only pixels, the sound is only decibel. But that feeling, that soul, that is, as long as we have a heart, like if you see around you, romance has been there from early man age. They may say romance has changed. No, romance has not changed. Wo medium have changed. Today you call situationship, you call whatever. But still the heart pains that I don't have that one person. Korean dramas are so successful because my wife watches Korean dramas like so many of her friends, and she's dreaming of that. She always tells me, "You're not like that Korean guy, you're not romantic enough like that guy. So the heart remains the same.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
So until we have a heart, like genetically our heart changes or our mind changes, I think storytelling and emotions will be the same. The form will keep changing.
Okay.
And we have to be on the awareness of that as a director. But I think for me as a filmmaker, I'm only looking for the soul, which I think soul is very old.
Yeah.
So it won't change that fast.
And I have two questions quickly, last two questions. You spoke about Korean drama, K-dramas. Now, considering India is such a diverse land, the language changes practically every 100 kilometers. Our food is very different, our values, our culture, our music, our stories, from our epics to everything in mainstream. Do you think Indian cinema in the coming few years, it will emerge as a force to be reckoned with, and will be a great rival to the Korean culture, the K-pop, the K-drama, the Korean food, or everything that's going on there?
See, our Indian culture itself does not see everything as rivalry. The way I have been brought up, the way we've all been brought up is, we are very accommodating of everything. Like for example, we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So Korean drama, we are the biggest market, I think, for Korean drama. We love Korean drama. We love Hollywood. We are actually one of the most inclusive cultures in the world is our culture, right? And I think we have enormous amounts of storytelling in our DNA, boss. You go on the road, वहाँ पे चाय के टपरी में कहानियाँ बोले जाते हैं. So much of interaction with our friends is through stories. I think what is our strength is our community is our strength. That we are actually this place where you cannot escape from people. I think sometimes हमको लगता है कि यार मुझे दूर कहीं भाग के जाना है, पर वहाँ पे जाके आपको ये मिस
you feel the loneliness.
You feel the loneliness there. So I think that community we have, the amount of, we talk too much, we keep telling stories, but that is the beauty of a civilization and our country. The fact that we have so many stories. And how is it so beautiful that the grandmother told me the same stories, irrespective of the religion. Whether you're Hindu, Muslim, Christian, we all have similar cultural roots here. And we celebrate everything. I celebrate Christmas, I celebrate Eid, I celebrate everything. And they also do the same. So India is a country which people can't understand. They're wondering why is this country working? So I think that storytelling is, I feel, the Indian storytelling, like Rajamouli sir, like Aamir sir, these are all the people who are taking our stories to the world. Like Lagan went to Oscars, Lapata Ladies was nominated from here. RRR, people are dancing for RRR. I remember Lagan mein, that time so many analysts was telling, oh, Lagan didn't get Oscar that thing. Getting nominated itself is the biggest thing.
Absolutely.
But they said it didn't get nominated maybe because there is song and dance. और अब क्या हुआ RRR में the main song and dance. So I feel we have
the song won the Oscar.
We have a huge potential to tell stories to the world, and I don't think we need to rival anyone. We are ourselves. सबका अपना अपना normal होता है. So ये मेरा normal है, आपका normal है. Let's enjoy everything.
And taking that further, you mentioned that the storytelling being in our DNA. Now we are one of the oldest civilizations. There's China, our neighbor, India, of course, Greece, and everything. Do you think it's the stories that has allowed our civilization to survive for so long? Folk tales, the stories.
Stories are very important. Like, any civilization. I'm now talking about the biology of evolution. Apparently, I read one quote the other day that storytelling is so important for our brain that even when we sleep, it tells stories to us. That's a dream. So storytelling is apparently the only way we make sense of the world. To connect the past and the present and the future, we need a narrative.
True.
Because otherwise our mind will go,
it will be all over the place.
Even when we see some pattern of a cloud, we recognize an elephant or because we have a storytelling brain. We need stories.
Absolutely.
Abhi, if you're sitting quietly somewhere getting bored, kam kya bolte hain? Kuch kahani bolte hain yaar, raat mein horror story bolte hain camp mein. So I think it is in our human existence, storytelling is so important, which is why whatever the form, short movies, big movies, Insta movies, the form can change, but storytelling can never go out of fashion. We have to adapt ourselves and learn how to tell the stories in new ways.
Okay. And lastly, we spoke about social media in one of the previous questions. Now, as a director, I'm sure you must be going through, rummaging through the social media pages, scanning social media, trawling through social media. there's a certain kind of narrative that's building for the film. Do you have anything to say on that?
I'm getting a lot of love, and there's so much of appreciation for our Sitaare. Every time I get messages saying that wow, the Sitaares are so good. In fact, all the videos we're putting out of Sitaare and where they come from, and the behind the scenes and how they speak about come and watch the film. It is our film. You know, I'm getting so much of love. I have not gotten this much of love in such a short amount of time. And it's all thanks to the Sitaare and Aamir sir, because I think people are, what I can see is people are waiting to see an Aamir film. People are waiting to see Sitaare Zameen Par ka spiritual sequel. And also I think somewhere the Sitaares have connected. And finally, what I'm getting a sense is that it looks like a happy film.
Yeah, absolutely.
And मुझे ना एक happy film चाहिए. So I feel that mahol is very evident.
That's what makes it a blockbuster. The whole family coming together to watch a happy film.
Hopefully, hopefully. We right now what I'm getting it is a lot of love and a lot of this thing that also makes us nervous. We are hopefully this love will multiply and it should all come through well.
Perfect. So on that note, we have reached the end of this conversation. If there's anything that I may have missed asking as a question or something that you would have loved to talk about, so please feel free.
I'd only love to add one thing. I think your questions are amazing. I had a great time.
Thank you.
I'd love to add one thing that this movie could not have happened if not for the parents of the Sitaare. Because the parents of the Sitaare are the reason why this movie can happen today. If they had not produced these remarkable children and they had not given them the love, affection, care, the resources,
the right teaching.
Yeah, they would not have been the stars they are today. So I always tell the parents that thanks to all of them, we had a job to do, right? So I would love to thank the parents of the Sitaare, and because Aamir sir, of course, is I'm always grateful to. But the parents of Sitaare, they are not part of the film industry.